What's good, Yu-Gi-Oh? This is Sly Hedo. This is his deck profile for Chaos Synchros. We also call it Synchro Exceed. Me and Z came up with this one time. I was running my Yusei Fudo deck, and I was getting kind of bored of the same basic plays of just synchroing while we had Exceeds out. So me and him sat down. We built this deck. We played it against his Chaos Control deck, which is significantly different than Chaos Synchro. Um, we'll do a deck profile on it or something like that. Anyway, so it actually, his Chaos Control deck is pretty top tier. I want to say it's he hasn't tested it in regionals or anything because I moved to San Antonio. He's still in this small town like 45 minutes away. So because of that, he's not able to come to locals or anything. But when he did come, he was pretty good. And this deck has done pretty well at locals. I haven't entered it in tournaments because I'm too busy running Dark Gaia. But I have played with it for fun against some people, and it's really nice. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I might want to. I'm kind of iffy on it because it's really high dollar. And it does have Exceed. It doesn't just have the one. So I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, it does have a few proxies. That's the only thing. It has 4 proxies in main deck and a few proxies in extra. So it's 1 Treeborn, 1 Gores, 1 Trag, 1 Tuningware, 1 Maxi, 1 Effect Veiler, 1 Thunder King, 1 Spirit Reaper, 2 Quick Draw, 2 Junk Synchron. The Quick Draw is really cool. I found it like that. It was pretty nice. The 2 Junk are actually German. They're like Goopin, Hoppin, Hoppin Synchron. That's just how I say it all the time. 1 Level Leader, 1 BLS, 2 Caius, 2 Chaos Sorcerer, 3 Ryko. One of them is a proxy. I'm trying to get that. 1 Sangin, 2 Doppel, and the last proxies are Tour Guides. They're going to be easy to get in the Star Blast pack. Well, not easy, but it's going to be easier to get them in the Star Blast pack. There'll be like $30, I heard, for like a rare, and like $60 for the Star Blast Hollow. If you don't know what that is, you should really check it out. I might make another video on it, but I'm not sure. And the last card, it's really fun to throw people off with this. It's an unknown Synchron, but we changed the picture to have it that, what is it? Spirit of the Pharaoh or something like that? I don't even know. But anyway, so we changed it, and it's always nice because it's like, I'll go unknown Synchron, or I'll search it with tuning, and they'll be like, what, that's a tuner? And it's really nice to see people's reaction to it. I do have a real one. It is a real card, though. It's not like a picture or anything. It's pretty nice. My friend might do it, Keo might do a tutorial on this later. It's not bulging out, it's not anything. Like, you can't even really tell. It's so flat. It's not like just like a cutout or something. He actually like put a lot of effort into it, and he just gave it to me, so I was pretty happy about it. 1 for 1, Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, Allure of Darkness, Mind Control, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Foolish, 2 Tuning, 2 Enemy Controller, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Rauda, and 1 Dark Hole. That's the main deck. Like, you don't need any traps for this deck. Traps are really... I mean, I tried running it with traps, but you don't need them. Like, if anything, you could run, like, maybe 1 Judgment and 1 Torrential. That's what I usually do. I'll run either a Maraforce and a Torrential or a Judgment and a Maraforce. But I didn't even... I had those in there, and I took them out because it still was too slow. This deck is super fast. It's like a Yusei Fudo Turbo, Synchro, Exceed, I don't know, like, spamming. It's crazy. You never get a dead hand, really. And here's the extra. 1 Armory Arm, 1 Wind-Up Zen Mains. I don't have a real one. I just have this, and I have a Japanese version. And I really need an English version because I'm using so many different like proxies and so many different decks. But whatever works. Again, so this is what I'm using right now for my proxy of Zen Mains. Stardust, Drill Warrior, Junk Berserker, Junk Destroyer, Junk Warrior, Gaia, Force of the Earth. If this was a Brionac, I would put it in. Like, I don't have a Brio right now. Thunder King, TG Hyper Librarian, Road Warrior. This can be replaceable with another Junk Destroyer. Black Rose Dragon. And I was lazy, so I did leave the rest of the stuff in my car today. but it's Acid Golem, Utopia, Leviathan, Leviar, and maybe a Giga Brilliant, depending on what you're doing with the deck. Like, a lot of it's interchangeable. That's just how it is to the current set. I don't know what's going to happen after the sneak peek. I might do some stuff with the extra deck. I'm trying to get a Scrap Dragon for it. But this deck's really crazy. Like, let me just explain a few of the plays. One really nice one is, let me move all this stuff. I get this hand a lot. It's actually pretty nice when you get it. It's like something usually like this. I'll have like Tuning, Junk Synchron, Quick Draw, and Treeborn, and usually I'll draw into the Caius. And so just this hand alone is really busted. Another thing is if I don't get, I usually get like the Tuning Wear. I only run one, but when you draw into it, it's really nice. Like a few plays right off the top of the head are like just having this for hand, and like that. Like these three, and like anything. Because what you do is you go summon out Quick Draw by ditching Treeborn. Get out Gubbenhab and Hobbit Synchron. Summon out Treeborn. Or Tuning Wear, whichever one. So let's say I had Tuning Wear. Special summon out Doppel Warrior. Synchro summon out TG Hyper Librarian. Get out 2 Doppel tokens. Or go for Junk Warrior and go for the 31 beater with the 2 Doppel tokens. Get out the 2 tokens. Synchro for 6, 7, or 8. Draw 1 because of Tuning Wear. Draw 1 because of TG Hyper Librarian. You can keep the tokens on if you want. Like, that's one play. Another nice setup is just getting the Caius and running like summon out Quick Draw, send Treeborn Frog to the graveyard, Synchro for Drill, have Drill swing, and then next turn get ready for Caius. And so when they kill Caius, you can use Drill's ability to get back the Caius. The Treeborn's always going to be engraved, so what's going to happen is you're going to have an infinite ammo of Treeborn, or Drill Warrior. So you summon out Drill Warrior, you're like, okay, go Drill Warrior, attack, use the ability, discard 1 card, send it to the banish zone, my turn comes back around, summon out him, special out Treeborn, get back the Caius that you killed, summon out the Caius ability, blow it up, Caius swing, like I usually, if I know that they have something, I'll get rid of the drill. So it's like Caius swing, oh no, Ryko or something, next turn comes around, and it's just a really fun loop to do. It's a 3-card loop, but you can do this as long as you have all of these, like these 2 engraved, and this in banished. Like I have a lot of high star monsters, the BLS, the Caius, the 2 Chaos, the Trag, and the Gores, but really you never get dead hand with them. It's really nice. Like, you usually have enough low level monsters to get off what you need. One other quick play is turn 2, they have their field set up, like let's say they set like a Ryko and they pass. Summon out Unknown Synchron. It's kind of like TG Striker, except he can only use his effect once per duel, but he's a tuner too. He's a 1-star tuner, so it's really nice. Tribute for Caius ability, blow up the Ryko, then swing for 24. You don't really need it, but Maxi is always a nice like little hand drop, same with Valor. The Thunder King's just to stop random decks, same with the Reaper. The Tour Guides, oh man, you can replace them, but I mean, I would replace them with just something small, like Feedback Warrior or something like that. Anyway, this video is getting to be over 10 minutes, and I gotta go. So this deck, I don't know if it's for sale, for trade. Make me an offer. We'll talk.